Hi guys, how's everybody's early morning going? Because it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So I finally decide which case I was wanting to cover. We're going to be covering the case of Elisa Lamb. And the circumstances surrounding, the mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. So before we get into it, I am Veronica. I am back at it again, doing another upload, because it makes me just feel good to bring y'all all of this, and I love it. But also, it's mysterious to me. This case is, and it's very intriguing because it makes no sense what they're trying to say it was. But anyways, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But with that being said, let's get into it and let's go, guys. Elisa Lamb was found dead in a water tank at the top of the notorious CEICL Hotel in Los Angeles in 2013. To this day, nobody knows how she died or how her body even got there. So, to this day, it's up in the air at how she got in that water tank. Her death, I guess, is considered undetermined because nobody knows. But I thought I read in an article that they did rule her death an accidental drowning, but I'm not understanding how that is. I don't even understand how she even got to the top of the roof with the heavy door of the water tank, climbed in, and closed the door behind her. That is just so mysterious to me. I don't know. In 22 years plus of doing this job as a news reporter, this is one of those cases that kind of sticks with me because we know the who, what, when, and where, but the why is always the question, said NBC LA reporter Loretta Lopez in reference to the mysterious death of Elisa Lamb. To this day, nobody knows how exactly Elisa Lamb died. We know that the 21-year-old Canadian college student was last seen in the CEICL Hotel in Los Angeles on January 31st, 2013. But the infamously chilling hotel surveillance video that captured the bizarre final moments before her disappearance. Yeah, when they're talking about that, guys, they're talking about when she is caught in the lobby, she pushes the elevator button, as if she's pushing, she's sitting and waiting for the elevator to open. So whenever the elevator opens, Miss Lamb enters. She starts messing with buttons, not pushing just one, but pushing them all. And then she is pushed back, and then she seems to look out, and then she seems to crouch over into the corner as if she is hiding from somebody, as if she is running from something or something is after her, is the way she is acting. But it's very, very frightening when you look at that clip. At the same time, it's very like, what is going on? Like, something after her and that we can't see because it's in a blind spot. Is she's just imagining things. Maybe this is the manic part of her bipolar depression playing out. There's just so many questions that's going on here. Also, guys, side note, there was also a theory that she was playing what they call the elevator game, which if you mash a sequence of buttons, it takes you to another dimension. And if you see like a lady or something when you go to this other dimension, if you do not get off the elevator, because if you do, you will stay in that dimension forever. You will not return to Earth. If you don't, and you tend to be able to match the same sequence and numbers, you return to this dimension, which I don't believe in, guys. I don't believe that. That is just far-fetched. I don't believe in that. But I do believe like something was either after her. Maybe she's seen something. Maybe she was scared. We don't know, guys. We have no idea, because the one person that could possibly give us any answers is, she's deceased, and that is Elisa herself. Okay, let alone the other details that have emerged since. Her only enlightened more questions than answers. Ever since her body was discovered in the hotel's water tank on February the 19th, her tragic demise has remained shrouded into mystery. Although the coroner's office ruled her death as an accidental drowning, which I don't agree with, guys, at all, the strange details of Lamb's case have fueled rampant suspicions about what may have really happened. Internet sleuths had come up with a myriad of theories about the tragedy, involving everything from murder conspiracies to evil spirits. But when it comes to the disturbing death of Elisa Lamb, where does the truth lie? Where does it lie, guys? I mean, something is not right here, Okay, on January 26 of 2013, Elisa Lamb arrived in LA. She had just come by Air's track train from San Diego and was headed to Santa Cruz as part of her solo trip around the West Coast. The trip was supposed to be a getaway from her studies at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, where she was originally from. Her family had been weary of her traveling by herself, but the young student was determined to go at it alone. You know how most young people want. They don't want no chaperones or nothing like that when they hit over the age of 18. They want to go out and explore the world, to engage in the world, to be part of this world, to learn this world. And that's what Elisa done, in which, all young people are like that. So, nothing suspicious about that. As like a promise, Lamb made sure to check in with her parents every day of the trip to let them know that she was safe. That's why it struck her parents as unusual when they didn't hear from their daughter on January 31st, the day she was scheduled to check out of the LA hotel, the CEICL. Guys, side note here. The CEICL is a notorious known hotel that is located on Skid Row in Los Angeles. A lot of bad things that happen in this hotel, from suicides to murder to, murderers staying there to, there is so much shady shit that has gone on in this hotel. Famously known as the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez was actually used to stay in that hotel. He did, and they say that he would come back in at night, and he would be stripped of all of his clothes and nothing but his tidy whities, guys, and would walk around. Another famous person that stayed there was Marilyn Monroe, who committed suicide in the hotel. There was a couple of people that had jumped to their death from this hotel. There's a lot of things, guys, that has went on in this hotel that was very shady and suspicious for real, guys. Okay, let's get back to it. The Lambs eventually contacted the Los Angeles Police Department. The police searched the premises of the CEICL, but couldn't find her. So, I wonder. Police soon released surveillance footage taken from the cameras at the CEICL Hotel on their website. This is where things took a turn into the truly bizarre, in which I agree. The hotel video showed Elisa Lam in one of its elevators on the date of her disappearance, acting rather strange. In the perplexing footage, Lam could be seen stepping into the elevator and pushing all the floor buttons. So she was pushing every button there was. She steps in and out of the elevator, poking her head in and out sideways towards the hotel's hallways in between. She peers out of the elevator another few times before stepping out of the elevator entirely. So something I don't understand. Like I was saying, this part baffles me to the point where, like, was somebody chasing her, following her? Was this one of her, maybe she has maybe she wasn't diagnosed with schizophrenic, but maybe, she was maybe seeing things or hearing something, or maybe this was part of her having one of her manic episodes of her bipolar disorder. Something was very skittish here. It's very skittish. Hotel surveillance footage of Lam before her disappearance. The last moments of the video show Lam standing by the left side of the door, moving her hands like this. She was moving them like something like this in random gestures. Nobody else was captured on the video except Lam. So there was nobody else caught in this footage but Lam herself. If somebody was chasing her or was trying to follow her or was giving her a fright or something, obviously they were not caught on camera. They were in the blind spot. Public reaction to the inexplicable video crossed all the way to Canada and China, where Lam's family is originally from. The 4-minute video of Lam's strange elevator episode has amassed tens of millions of views. So, on February 19th, 2 weeks after the video was published by authorities, maintenance workers San Diego Lopez found Elisa Lam's dead body floating in one of the hotel water tanks. Lopez made the discovery after responding to complaints from hotel people about low water pressure and a weird taste coming from the tap water. So this whole time, guys, people were showering, people were bathing, people were drinking, people were doing all kinds of things with this water, not knowing that it was contaminated with bodily fluids, decomposing bodily fluids at that. It was just, it was probably just grossed them out. But, shit happens. According to a statement by the chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department, the tank in which Lam's body was found had to be drained completely and then cut open from the side to remove her 5'4" frame. Nobody knows Lamb's corpse. Nobody knows how Lamb's corpse, floating lifelessly next to the same clothes she wore in the surveillance video, ended up in the hotel's water tank, or who else might have been involved. Hotel staff told authorities that Lam was always seen by herself around the hotel premises. The LAPD press conference announcing the investigation into Elisa Lam's disappearance. But at least one person did see Lam soon before her death. At a nearby shop, Erie named the last bookstore owner, Kate Orphan, was among the last to see Elisa Lam alive. Orphan remembered the college student buying books and music for her family back in Vancouver. It seemed like Lam had plans to return home, plans to give thanks to her family members and reconnect with them, Orphan said. When the autopsy results for Lam's case came out, it only served to ignite more questions. The toxicology reports confirmed that Lamb had consumed a number of medical drugs, likely to be medication for her bipolar disorder, but there were no indications of alcohol or illegal substance in her body. So, her being drunk or on any kind of illegal substance was completely ruled out then because it did not show up. And she did have her bipolar medication in her system. How much levels was in her system, that is not known. But, that's something that they need to look into to see how much levels, Soon after the toxicology reports came out, amateur sleuths began poring over any information they could find in hopes of solving the mystery behind the death of Elisa Lamb. For example, one summary of Lamb's toxicology report was posted online by a Reddit sloth with an obvious interest in medicine. The breakdown pointed out 3 key observations. 1, Lamb took at least one antidepressant that day. 2, Lamb had taken her second antidepressant and mood stabilizer recently, but not that day. And 3, Lamb had not taken her antipsychotic recently. This conclusion suggested that Lamb, who had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, may not have been taking her medication properly. It is important finding to note, given that the use of antidepressants to treat bipolar disorder can risk inducing manic side effects. If anyone without caution, some sloths have understandably latched on to this detail and suggested it was a likely explanation behind Lamb's strange behavior in the elevator. Maybe, but maybe not. Hotel manager Amy Price's statements in court strongly supported this theory. During Lamb's stay at the CEICL Hotel, Price said Lamb was originally booked in a hostel, which a hostel is like it's a style shared room with others, basically. Got like 3 of y'all in one room, or maybe 4 of y'all in one room. Okay. However, complaints of odd behavior from Lamb's roommates forced Lamb to be moved to a private room by herself. But if Elisa had been suffering from a mental health issue or a mental health crisis, how did she end up dead? Furthermore, how did she end up in the hotel water tank, guys? How? The autopsy did not show any foul play from the evidence that was preceded, but the coroner's office noticed that they were unable to do a full examination because they could not examine the blood from Lamb's decomposing body. So, they didn't do a full thing because they couldn't, basically. David and Yana Lamb filed a wrongful death suit against the CEICL Hotel several months after their daughter's death was uncovered. The Lamb's attorney stated that the hotel had a duty to inspect and seek out hazards in the hotel that presented an unreasonable risk of danger to Lamb and others. So this case, guys, is so sad. It's just something is not right with this case. It's like how can I put it, guys? It's just something is not setting right in this case. Like, she's stepping out of the elevator, she's looking around like this, as if though she's looking like, is somebody following me? Is the same person here? Is he gone? And then she would step back in, and she could continue mashing the numbers. Mashing every number for every floor. It's not like she gets in, just mash one button. And another odd, weird, eerie thing was the elevator doors stayed open the entire time that she was doing this, guys. Not once did them elevator's door close or try to close. They didn't even try to close. You know how you could try to miss an elevator, there's like an inch left and you can squeeze through, and then right when you get in, it closes? But right when she gets into this elevator, the doors immediately just stands wide open. No matter, you know, she's mashing or not, she's standing there for a minute, and she realized the doors ain't closing, and then she'd go up and she mashed with the numbers again. She lean back, go over to the corner, and then, you know, she having to, you know, like, as if she's hiding from something, guys. As if there's something there that we don't see, but we could feel it. Like, I could feel it anyways, like, there's something there or someone there, or, you know, something is going on. It's just that eerie feeling that you get, you know? Like, let's say you get that, you know how you're walking, and then you can get that feeling of somebody's looking at you from behind, and it's like just an eerie hair standing up, crawling on your skin feeling. Well, that's the feeling I got when I looked at that video. There's something behind this. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if her bipolar disorder played a part in it. I'm not sure she was running from somebody. Somebody was just stalking her. I'm not sure if it was all in her mind. I do not know nothing. All I have is theories. All I could give is my opinion on it. And my opinion on this is maybe she was having a manic episode, but at the same time, I believe that something caused her that episode. I mean, at the same time, how can I say it, guys? Because I suffer from bipolar disorder myself. I know what manic episodes are. But I also, at the same time, have this feeling that when I look at that video, it's like there's somebody, you know, like, I got that feeling like, where is this person at that she's hiding from? Or, you know, what is going on? Who is she talking to? She's moving her hands outside the elevator like this. Is she going into a psychotic break? That is what I'm really leaning towards, is maybe she was going into a psychotic break. She was starting to maybe talk to herself, imagining that things was there, imagining that she was running from somebody, that somebody was following her or something. But the real question is, how did Elisa, as small as she is a very small, petite young lady, can get up on the roof, end up climbing onto this big water tank, lifting up a heavy lid, guys. I mean, the lid was heavy as hell, probably. Climb in and can close the lid all at the same time, being as small as she is. And pretty sure, you know, she could not have. I'm probably about 75% sure that she could not have done that. And then while inside the tank, she undresses, and her clothes is found, you know, in there with her, but she's naked. Like, she undresses and everything. What did she decide to do? Go for a swim in the water tank, guys? No, I don't believe that at all. Anyways, guys, give me y'all's opinions in the comment section below. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel, and we will get new content almost every day. Get my channel rolling, guys, because it's something I am very, very passionate about doing, and I want to continue to do this. But anyways, remember, always be kind, stay beautiful, and always, always, always put God first. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. I'm out.